On behalf of the Baseball Association, my name is Craig Larson. I was one of the 3 people that about 10 years ago started talking about this seriously, about how we needed to renovate this facility so that the next generations of kids could continue to play baseball at such a special place. Today's a culmination of that, and we're here to celebrate all the people that helped make it possible. So before the game tonight, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have a couple speeches from people here in the city that help get this project accomplished. Then we're gonna announce our scholarship award winners, have some first pitches, and then we're gonna have the national anthem starting lineups, and then the first ball game of many. So at this time, I'm gonna introduce to you the president of the West Bend Baseball Association. Some of you know him as Willie Miller. Some of you know him as the Duke. Ladies and gentlemen, Willie Miller, president of the WBBA.
Thank you. I want to say congratulations to the board, the West Bend Baseball Association, the guys that worked very hard and long to make this happen. It's a beautiful facility. We're not done yet, and we're going to keep plugging away. I want to say thank you for the major donors that you'll see here, especially the City of West Bend, School District, Pick Heaters, West Bend Mutual, and Horicon State Bank are very generous for us. And I hope there's many, many East-West games here, and good luck.
There were a lot of people integral in getting this project started. The head of the Parks Commission, Mike Starrell, was one of them. A lady by the name of Kathy Lawton, who isn't so silent donor of our scoreboard and was an inspiration to getting this project started. But another major piece of getting this project started was the superintendent of Regner Park and the other parks in the city. And when he moved into the head spot here at the city, made sure that this was his personal mission to get done. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the director of the Parks, Recreation and Forestry Department for the City of West Bend, Mike Yench.
Thank you, sir. All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Kuss Field. 87 years ago, this property, this park, this athletic field was scheduled to be a residential development. This was supposed to be homes. So imagine me probably standing in someone's backyard right now. Well, 87 years ago, we had some community leaders that had a bright vision. They wanted a new city park in West Bend. Part of that city park was the construction and development of a baseball diamond. The diamond sat here for 87 years and provided generations of athletes from youth to adult, many memories. Today we are celebrating a new vision, a new Kuss Field. Today we have new community leaders that have stepped forward with donations and support and some hard work. And these new leaders in our community are providing us with this venue that we have here today, this professional athletic surface for the next generation and the generations beyond that. So there's one thing for certain here at Kuss Field. Dreams have become a reality, and our community leaders, our donors, are allowing the next generations to have their dreams become realities here at Kuss Field. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. The next person I want to invite up is a person who is integral in this project getting started, mostly because her family has basically been a part of athletics and building West Bend from the ground up. When we decided that we wanted to renovate and take down the historic grandstand, we needed the approval of one person, and that was Prudence Pickway. Prudy is, not only was she given her blessing to not only help us by giving us her blessing to take down the grandstand and help renovate this field for the next generations. But she took the lead in fundraising and helping create the vision for this new complex. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Prudence Pick Way, the CEO and president of Pick Heaters.
Thank you very much. I was thinking what I was going to say here today, and it suddenly occurred to me, this field, this stadium speaks for themselves. It is fantastic. And I'm so proud to be here with the West End Baseball Association because they've kept the dream of this stadium alive, single-handedly carrying it on their shoulders. And so I'm just proud to be part of this wonderful event. And thank you all for coming out today. And we hope the rain will hold off a little bit and allow us to go forward. But this has been my honor and my pleasure, and I'm so glad you're here to enjoy the next generation. Kuss Field can now reclaim its place as the jewel in the crown of Regner Park. Thank you.
When this project actually got some serious legs, it was about the spring of 2018, moving into 2019. A former athletic director by the name of Brian Heimark and Denny Ziegler applied for a multitude of grants in order to help us get this project started. And part of one of the grants that we applied for, we needed to have a matching grant. And the first person that we called was the same first person I called when we started this project at West Bend Mutual by the name of Chris Schweigert. Chris is pretty integral in this community. Not only is he a senior vice president at West Bend Mutual and their chief legal officer, but he's also the school board president. He is hand placed in this district as one of the top leaders, and he's a big reason that this project got going today as advocating for us with West Bend Mutual. So at this time, Chris Schweigert.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. West Bend Mutual is very pleased to make a financial gift in support of this project in honor of our 125th anniversary. As a mutual insurance company, we were formed by this community 125 years ago. And so our financial gift really was a thank you back to the community. And we saw so many themes of community as this project moved forward. Partnerships, public, private, between the city, the West Bend Baseball Association, the school district, many private donors, contractors. And so we are very, very pleased to have been a part of this. But the money is only one part. There's so much effort, sweat, that needs to go into the actual construction of a fantastic facility like this. So I want to close by thanking the West Bend Baseball Association and Prudy Pick for their leadership in making this important project a reality. Thank you.
I remember sitting in our former mayor's office, Craig Sadatico, and him and Jay had a serious conversation with me about the realities of, how we raise money in a community for projects similar to where everyone has an interest. And one of the things that we tried to tackle is this one unique relationship that doesn't happen much, but we're thankful that it did in this instance. It was a private-public partnership between a 501c3 and the West Bend Baseball Association. It also included, obviously, the city of West Bend, but it also included the West Bend School District to make it a unique tri-partnership. A big reason for that was, at the time, the school board president, Joel Ongert, Joel was approached about the potential of doing something like this. He seemed interested, polled the board members at that time, and they showed tremendous interest in continuing playing baseball here at Kuss Field. Ladies and gentlemen, Joel Ongert of the West Bend School Board.
Thank you, buddy. What an exciting night. Thank you all for coming. The rain is going to hold out, and we're going to have a good baseball game here today. The school district was so excited to jump on board with this project, not just because of the generations of kids who have played here and the tradition, but what this field can do going forward. We're going to have an awesome baseball game here tonight. But as a school district, we're looking forward to softball games on this turf field with the movable mounds, movable bases, kickball games with our younger kids in the school district, younger kids in the community, potentially soccer games and lacrosse games out in the outfield. So the school district, like I said, was so excited to jump on board with this project. We are very thankful to West Bend Mutual, Horicon Bank, Pick Heaters, Jeff Zukolski, Jeff Spirits on Main, and all the contributors who made this a reality. So to our young men who are playing today, I hope that you have an awesome game. I'm so excited that this was an East-West game for the first game tonight because West Bend is going to win tonight. And for those of you who don't know, it was just announced that these two teams will be playing on this field next Tuesday in a regional game. So you can come back and see them in action. And boys, don't forget that you all know each other. You're all friends. So have a good game, play hard. And as a West Bend community member, I hope that this game ends in a tie and the score is 27-27. So good luck, have fun out there. Thank you, Craig.
And lastly, we're going to bring out the current mayor of West Bend. Chris, when he came into something blindly, walking into a project that had many legs to it. When Craig stepped down a few years ago, he had to come in and jump straight into everything that was going on, and we broke ground shortly after we took over. One of the first things that he did here was get the shovel in the ground. So we are proud to have him here tonight, and we're lucky that he's going to say a few words tonight. The mayor of West Bend, Christopher Jenkins.
Man, look at this field. Who's ready to play some baseball? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Who's ready to play some baseball? We are so excited to have this field revitalized and ready to go here in the city of West Bend. Kuss Field, as has been talked about, has a rich history here in our community, over 80 years of history right here. Many of us grew up getting to watch these games and have memories, real memories here at this field. Well, this project has been in discussions, planning, fundraising, and all different stages for over 6 years, and everyone should be very excited that we finally see the culmination of all those important efforts. As the mayor of West Bend, I would like to thank many people, many that have already been discussed, but I'll just summarize with all of our private donors, foundations, companies, businesses, the West Bend Baseball Association, the West Bend Schools District, and the city of West Bend. It takes a team to come together, just like these baseball teams that we have here today. And I'm proud to say that the city of West Bend will not only have had this baseball field for the last 80 years, but we're happy to watch games here for the next 80 more. So thank you very much. Make it a great game.
At this time, we're going to cut the ribbon. So, congratulations. I didn't know he was going to be here tonight, but since he's here cutting the ribbon tonight, I want to make special notice of Mr. Mike Starrell. Mike and I and Kathy Lawton got together in 2013 and got this project started, and Mike's the big reason why. He was on the Baseball Association, then moved into the city, and it's his direction and his guidance for why this project's getting started. So big round of applause for Mike Starrell.
Craig, how many hours did you put into this?
Too many.
Okay, that's why you get the applause, not me, okay? Craig Larson, thank you.
Now is my favorite part of the night, which is we're going to be honoring our scholarship winners. We have a select group of scholarship honorees with our seniors that come into, they fill out an application, they sit in front of a small select group of people on the board of directors for the WBBA. And it's always exciting because I like to see who our association interviews and picks. So we're lucky that we had a great pool of candidates this year, and we want to announce them at this time. And this is the first time that I'm seeing this. Is that East? From West Bend East, Elijah Jenkins. That's West. And I think this is from West Bend West, Riley O'Connell. We ask at this time that both Riley and Elijah, along with Brad and Bill, head over to the monument for pictures real quickly while we reset up and get ready for the first pitches. Everybody bear with us. We have 12 first pitches tonight. Thankfully, these people are all representing different parts of what made this project and this baseball community special. The first person tonight is Chris Schweigert of West Bend Mutual Insurance. Chris is the Senior Vice President and Chief Legal Officer. This project does not get off the ground without Chris. Chris was the first person to pick up the phone at the infancy of this project and advocated for the project from the start. West Bend's 125th anniversary gift gave the project momentum it sorely needed. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Schweigert. Few groups do more for everyday lives of West Bend and Washington County than our local service groups, Rotary, Lions, Kiwanis, etc. The Sunrise Rotary was actually the first major donation that the WBBA got for the project, and it was directed towards the fencing and the netting that you see here today. Representing the Sunrise Rotary is the City of West Bend City Administrator, Jay Shambeau. Jay has been hands-on with the project since its inception. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay Shambeau. Since Horicon came into West Bend, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better community supporter than Horicon Bank. It was Horicon Bank's donation for the press box that put the project in phase 1 over the edge. We are forever grateful for Fred F., Fred C., Rose, and the entire team at Horicon Bank. Representing Horicon Bank and throwing out a first pitch is Senior Vice President of Business Banking here in West Bend, Mike Fleischman. One of the few things that West Bend is known for is its strong men's amateur baseball, which is celebrating its 100th year anniversary in 2022. Representing the men's amateur scene is a West Bend Baseball Association Hall of Famer and one of West Bend East's greatest baseball players. From the class of 2000 and from the West Bend Spirits Baseball Club, Adam Rollinger. In 25 years in amateur baseball, Adam has 1,052 hits and 2 MVP.